Hey there, friends. I'm popping in to share a quick midday update as my day takes some interesting turns. It's been a journey back to my childhood and to some truly captivating topics, so let's dive in. Let's start with the early hours of my morning. Believe it or not, I was awake until 3 a.m. because I got completely engrossed in a presentation by a UFO expert. He had some wild claims about how his research actually hurt his career instead of helping it, which let me just say, not what you expect to hear. Just as he was about to reveal his findings, I drifted off. Classic Noah. Fast forward to a bit later, my mom woke me up early to shuffle my car around for our exchange student's school run. I managed to squeeze in a few more hours of sleep before finally waking up around 10 to an empty house. It felt strange, but also peaceful. Today's been a trip down memory lane as I wrapped up the director's commentary for The Hunchback of Notre Dame. It's interesting how these commentaries reveal all those little secrets and concepts that didn't make it into the final version of the movie. There's something so rewarding about the understanding of the creative process behind the films we cherish. Now let me tell you about what happened next. Pure nostalgia hit me. I started digging into the special features on the Blu-ray just like I used to as a kid. The joy of those old DVD menus hiding all those kinds of different extra special features. Some of the content I found was amusingly dated. Think about instructions telling you to insert the disc into a computer drive. I mean, has a laptop with a computer drive existed since 2012? It really got me thinking, how will future generations access and enjoy these films when the tech to enjoy them is fading away? After my little trip down memory lane, I fell into a YouTube rabbit hole and stumbled upon something fascinating about human genetics. Are you ready for this? There's a gene unique to humans that allows us to communicate. Scientists have even transferred this gene to mice in lab settings. And the result? Well, they were a bit unsettling. Poor little mice started making sounds no one else could understand, and they seemed to get pretty depressed. Yeah, I can already hear PETA shaking their heads at this one. The day continued to be an adventure when I watched a mini-documentary about a long-forgotten cartoon from 1987. It was this odd sci-fi cowboy series Mattel and Filmation had high hopes for. They wanted it to be the next big franchise following off of the heels of He-Man. But alas, it fizzled out after only 65 episodes. There's something bittersweet about creative projects that started with so much promise, but didn't quite meet expectations. All that video exploration made me quite hungry, so I went to the kitchen where my stomach was growling like a hungry beast. I spread creamy peanut butter on one slice of bread and sweet grape jelly on the other. I also tossed some chicken tenders into the air fryer. Nothing beats that sound of sizzling. I washed it all down with a bubbly cherry soda water and a cup of coffee to keep the energy flowing. While enjoying my delicious lunch, I also squeezed in some gaming. I've been bouncing between games, particularly Sonic Colors on the PS5, which was given away free as this March's PlayStation Plus offering for members. I played it ages ago on the Wii, and I have to say the sound design is fantastic. When Sonic speeds up, the music distorts in a way that just captures that feeling of velocity. But on the flip side, I found the controls a bit clunky. It's one of those games where the visual artistry and sound really shine, even if the gameplay itself is a bit stiff. If I had to rate it, I'd say it's a solid 7 out of 10. After finishing my meal, I tucked the Hunchback disc back into its rightful place in my neatly organized collection and decided to try something new. I popped in Astrobot and unlocked an incredible Japanese-themed level. In this level, you turn into a sponge to absorb water, then squeeze it to manipulate the environment, creating layers and breaking through walls. And I discovered a secret lava section where you have to heal a sick lava creature by cooling it down. Finding those hidden areas always gives me such a rush. So that's where my day stands now. Later, I plan to dive deeper into more Astrobot levels, explore some of the other PlayStation Plus games, and perhaps work on my video comic. But I also plan on watching this new animated film called Naja 2 in the theater with my sister and mom. Do you enjoy digging into the behind the scenes content, or have you had a chance to play Sonic Colors or Astrobot? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for joining me on this midday update. I'll be back later with more adventures from the remainder of the day. Until next time, everybody. Hello, I'm back again. I'm here to tell you all about what happened. I'm back again. I'm here to tell you all about what happened after my last update. So, I was recording the update, and as I was doing it, my mom and the exchange student arrived. Mom from work and the student from school. My mom had picked up the student and had the rest of the day off. When she opened the door with them, I was in the middle of recording my video, and so I decided to put that on hold to greet them. But I must admit that I was razor sharp focused on the update video filming. Because of that, I wanted to just immediately get right back to what I was doing as soon as I was done greeting everyone. My mom said that she was hungry and she was going to make a tuna sandwich. She asked me if I would like one, and I said yes. So she got to work on that. While she did that, I decided that it would be a great idea to just record constantly. A new take and another take until getting the melody just right. I altered things like my tone of voice, my pitch, and general sounds. Tried slowing in and slowing out to see if anything would sound better, or more natural, or more engaging. The thing was that I like some elements from previous takes, others I like more from later takes. So I feel like when I begin editing this update video, I'm probably going to splice parts I like together to create something I'm satisfied with. Or maybe I'll just go with one take and hope it all works out well. Anyway, I finished recording after doing like 3 or 4 takes, and afterwards I used InShot to take my last take and cut it into bits using the AI cut tool, which cuts out any long pauses so things can get straight to the point without the audience having to wait through any boring sections. This feature's been very useful for me because I actually use it when I did this naturally off the cuff before writing any scripts. I'm hoping using this teleprompter and a pre-written script will help me keep any long boring pauses out and keep myself engaging throughout the recording session. Let me know. After the session was complete, I ate the tuna sandwich, which was very good. As I was eating it, my mom asked me if I would be interested in getting a fork to eat some of the tuna that fell on the plate, and I said no. I'll just eat it caveman style instead. Then I told her about the mouse video, where they're splicing human language into mouse DNA to see what would happen. She said she'd be interested in that, and I said okay. We'll definitely watch that. But then I needed to use the restroom, so I did just that. When I got out, I decided it would be a good idea to make macchiatos for us using our coffee machine. After making them, I opened the TV and went on the YouTube app to find the mouse video. When all of a sudden, I came across a new Y-Files video that just got published. It was about machines that could control the weather using Nikola Tesla's designs and blueprints, the ones he was working on before his death, and the US military confiscated for their own research. Apparently, there's this facility that uses the Earth's frequency and its hertz, not natural sounds, and electricity. Did you know there are like 50 flashes of lightning a second on planet Earth at all times? This device can supposedly use the Earth's ionosphere to generate forms of electricity that can control the weather. This was quite an interesting video exploring this topic. While there's much uncertainty in the Y-Files video, like does the government actually have weather controlling technology? The fact is there's too much classified stuff about Tesla's invention, but it definitely makes you raise an eyebrow. After that, we finally watched that mouse video. She thought it was fairly interesting, but she was getting tired and wanted to take a nap. Then my sister called and asked if we were still on for watching this new animated movie called Naja 2. I said yes, we are. She was excited for us to meet her new boyfriend for the first time. After we hung up, my mom went to her bedroom to sleep, but she wanted my help reconnecting her TV to the internet because it dropped the connection to the Wi Fi. So that's exactly what I did. After that, I went to my room and I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. I believe I was watching something on YouTube, but I honestly don't remember. I realized that time was getting cut short and I wanted to listen to the Earth's frequencies while meditating, to see if I could visualize or perhaps get some deeper sense of reality from the meditation session. Before I did that, I knew I needed to get ready for the outing, so I shaved my face, combed my hair, and put on this sweater, which is what I'm wearing right now. Once I was ready, it was around 7. I let my mom know ahead of time, and once she knew, she said she would get ready and we'd be going in like 10 to 15 minutes. So I sat in my room and I started meditating. I must say, the sounds of the Earth's natural frequencies was quite something unique that I've never experienced before. It definitely made me feel a sort of peace and tranquility and relaxation. It's hard to describe exactly. Well, anyways, we were ready, and then we went to see this new movie. But more importantly, we were there also to meet my sister's new boyfriend. And that's exactly what we did. He seems nice. In fact, he got us our tickets and even popcorn and soda for the movie, which was very thoughtful of him. As we were waiting, my mom was talking with my sister's boyfriend about their religious backgrounds, his background, who he is, and where he comes from. It was pretty interesting. I made sure to pay attention to it also in a way to get to know him myself. Anyway, after that, the movie started and we watched Naza 2, and I have to say, this is probably one of the most advanced and really complex films I have ever seen in my life. In terms of animated productions, this felt like something more akin to a big epic film than a simple children's animated movie. It has big action set pieces, insane fight scenes, really good looking animation and sound design. It definitely was very well paced, well put together, nice production that greatly impressed me. And I could totally see why it made over $2 billion domestically at the Chinese box office. So, bravo, creative team, and all that work you did. I think they definitely earned all that money. Afterwards, we said goodbye to my sister and her boyfriend. We thought we were going to go eat out somewhere, but by the time we got out, it was around 10:20. The movie went on a bit longer than we were expecting, so my mom decided she would want to talk with him over a meal on Sunday. When we got back, I was getting a little headache, so I took some ibuprofen. After that, we decided to look for behind-the-scenes content on the movie we just watched. We didn't see any in English, so we checked the Wikipedia article instead. Apparently, it's the most expensive animated film that China has ever produced, and I could totally tell how it could be. It looks like it cost quite a lot of money, and there were lots of people who worked on it. Probably the most people in China who have ever worked on an animated production. You can see every cent on screen. It was definitely quite a big production and worth the cost, since it's now the highest grossing animated film of all time at an $80 million budget. Very impressive. I even gave the film a golf clap after its showing. And then, after that, we parted ways into our own rooms. And yeah, now I'm recording this update. That's pretty much the day. It's around 12 o'clock. I think I'm going to just get ready for bed and go to sleep. I go to work from 2 to 11 p.m. tomorrow, and I'll be sharing with you what happens tomorrow. Thanks for listening, and have yourselves a great time, everybody. Good night.